Welcome.
Fuck's sake. What? Hi.
Hello. Welcome to the RaceGraft, Graft and Laughs podcast with myself, Simon,
Chris,
And Josh.
where we're going to have a behind-the-scenes look at everything RaceGraft, behind the BMW Supercup 1 Series, wider grassroots motorsport in the UK, and have a little bit of chat about the past season, what we've done, what we've raced, and moving into 2026.
Sounds good.
nice opener, Si.
Love it. Very nice. But no, starting off with
I suppose
the new
intros.
car, isn't it?
Well, just I suppose a bit about
Yeah, go
who
on.
we are and what we
That's a
do,
good
I
place.
suppose.
Yeah.
That's a good
So,
place to start. Go on, Si.
so yeah, I'm Simon Waterfall. Been around sort of UK motorsport for a number of years. Started off doing sprinting, hill climbing, various Westfields. Won a couple of championships in the late 2000 teens before moving into circuit racing, and then done a couple of years of Mazdas, and then got dragged.
What a nice way of putting it.
Yeah, kicking and streaming to have a go at a new series, and then I probably did the same to Chris and dragged him along.
Yes, well, I'm going to dive in. I think you were meant to introduce yourself next, Josh, but I think that's a good opener for me. But yeah, my name's Chris Stretton, so very, very new. It's my rookie season, like circuit racing. Not sort of like turned a wheel in anger probably since I was drifting many years ago, too many years ago. Been good friends with Simon for a lot of years now. And it's an itch I've always wanted to scratch, and like I had the opportunity like this year to do a bit of racing. Me and Simon had a chat about it. New series had come up. We thought it'd be a great opportunity to build some cars and get involved. And then intro to Josh, I suppose.
Yeah.
At this point in time,
I know a man.
So yeah, I'm Josh, and I mean I've been racing since about 2021. So yeah, started off doing a bit of racing, my own stuff in the MG Trophy Championship, the old MGZR, before moving into sort of looking after customers' cars, Mazdas, Civics, and stuff like that. And then
Josh Court.
well, yeah. And then that's where I sort of came across Mr. Waterfall over here in the Mazda paddock, didn't I?
Yeah.
Who, as he said, had a little look into the BMW world and turned up, rang me one day and says, Josh, don't just want one BMW, I want two building.
And I suppose that was pretty much 13, 14 months ago.
Yeah, so I think it was just before Christmas, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Maybe it could have been late November.
Because it was
like early
initially,
December.
the initial plan was Chris to get into racing.
Me to carry on Mazdas,
Yeah.
and we'll build mine
And
through
we built
the
yours
year.
throughout a year. So it was like, let's just build Chris's car. We'll get over the course of the season, we'll throw Simon's together nicely. And in the end, I think Chris turned around in was it January or February and went...
I'd really like Simon to be on the grid at the first round with me. I think it'd be really good to have us together as friends, just doing the whole season.
And me being me just went, no problem. Didn't put any thought into it. It's like, no problem. I mean, and as you'll hear, it was there was quite a story behind it.
Yeah, so I suppose that moves us on to the last winter, and building the cars, and so I think we'd done the whole Facebook Marketplace.
That is your second name, isn't it?
Yeah,
There'll be an introduction in a bit.
Yeah.
The Marketplace Whisperer.
We'll get onto that in a little bit. But I suppose around the cars and the sort of best things to look for one of the 1 Series Supercup cars was there is an additional item that you can put on there as an oil cooler, and therefore basically the oil filter housing on the BMW needs to be the one off the 118 because it's got the takeoff. So we straight away went, rather than getting a 114 or a 116 and then having to swap a whole decent part on the side of the engine, let's look for 118s. I found one in
We should
London.
probably say at this point as well, actually. So the 1 Series we're talking about is the F20 or F21, which is the 1 Series from 2011 to 2015.
Yeah, it was only short. No, I think was it before 2015 or was it 2015?
No, 2015, they stopped doing it because there's sort of swapped
it's
it
that
out.
specific shape.
So it's like pre-LCI, before they went to 3-cylinder engines and things like that.
1.6 turboed, like engine. So the 114, 116, 118,
Yeah.
all got the same engine, all a 1.6 turboed engine. But there's a couple of little bits
Little
on the
bit
118
between- yeah.
that we like identified as.
An easier
In
route.
hindsight, yeah, this will really help us out in the
Yeah.
build. But there was a reason we were looking for like
Yeah.
118 M Sports as well, because there was modifications
There's
on the
brake
bumper,
kit, wasn't
etc.
it?
Yeah, brake kit.
So we wanted M Sports as well and things like that. So we started looking. I found a car.
Yep.
This is the first one, was Chris's, wasn't it?
The first one that we got delivered, I'd already bought one.
Yeah.
But was keeping it on the back burner on my brother's driveway because I was about to move house and promised my wife that I wouldn't buy a new race car until we'd moved house. Yeah, the deceit and the...
I didn't know that bit, so that's starting to add up now. What was going on?
You might have to cut that out.
Sorry, Michelle.
Sorry. So basically, quite close together within a short period of time, sort of on the dip of the pricing, because they've come quite back up considerably now as a second-hand car.
And from memory as well, I think yours was like someone's desperate to part exchange.
Yeah, they were part
So
exchanging.
you were-
As long as I bought them pretty much out of their finance that they owed. In the end, I ended up paying less than their bubble, and they topped it up, and I took it away, sort of thing. So that was my car. Went and collected it on Christmas Eve when I delivered my brother's children back to him, sort of thing. And it was when your daddy takes us home on Christmas Eve, he's picking his new race car up. And then Olivia told Michelle, and
then you're in trouble.
I was in trouble.
Yeah.
But anyway,
So it's Olivia's fault,
It
not
was
yours.
Olivia's fault. Yeah, no, it wasn't. Too good to be true. And with Chris's, I was literally on the train travelling to London to an awards do for work, giving it actually, this is all right. And it's about 4 miles away from where I'm staying in London. Messaged the guy, went and seen it, put a day insurance on it and drove it back from London rather than getting
I
back
did
on the
pay for it
train.
first, I did
Yeah.
and that was a Copart repair, wasn't it? So somebody bought it from Copart, done a repair. I'm sure Josh will say some stuff about the repair afterwards.
I'll say some stuff about Simon's buying car skills, I think.
So then that took us up to just pre-Christmas. One had been stripped out and delivered to SW for the cage to be put in.
Yeah.
Between Christmas and New Year, we stripped the second one in a day.
So that's SW Motorsport. So they supply the build kits,
The
for
mandatory
these,
parts
for,
kit, yeah.
like from BRSCC. So like you're mandated to like go and buy those kits from them, which is a big shopping parts list. And then
We probably put the list. We could clip in the list of stuff.
But then there's also like additional components
Yeah,
you can
so-
buy
And
as
that's,
well.
and I mean, everything has to go through them, and it's a way of them controlling the championship as well.
Yeah,
Yes,
so
yeah.
I suppose like basic kit starting from front to back is splitter kit.
Yeah.
Then you get bonnet pins, but we've changed to aero catchers.
Big brake.
Big brake kit on the front end. So nice big EBC, Apollo
4s, yeah.
four pop kit.
Cold air intake.
Yeah. And then all your Cartec push button
Battery
electronic
isolator.
isolator,
Yep.
the battery bracket, rear spoiler kit, some of the bushers, not all the bushers, for underneath, a set of wheels. Exhaust,
Suspension.
seat mount, BC racing. So like a really
Everything.
good
Yeah.
kit. And then the additional optional parts are a rear link kit.
Yeah.
So four link kit on the rear, an oil cooler kit, and
Above.
blow off valve is additionally, and a bigger intercooler.
Yeah.
Then the other bits that you need to do is you need to send the ECU away to Hybrid Tune. They do the custom map, and then obviously
Turbo
Technics. They do take your turbo, strip it down, rebuild it to factory settings. Do something with the actuator so that there's a more level playing field. And then they ship it back to you, basically, or collect it. And then put a seal in.
I must admit, the kit's been really good, hasn't it, to be honest with you?
Yes,
and I think it is made for anyone to be able to take the kit, bolt it in the car, and go racing.
Dad and lad can do it.
It's even
Or-
like the seats, for
comes-
example.
yeah.
It mounts on the exact same points as the normal seat.
Yeah.
Bolt your bucket seat to it, and away you go. Really, isn't it?
Even all that I drive,
yeah.
and where you choose your Sports Plus and your fire extinguisher button and all that goes around the gear stick, it's just all, everything clips in.
It's a really good kit, good kit.
Yeah, so really good. Like,
and to be fair, I suppose if there was some interest, like if people wanted to see, obviously we could do some videos on what that actually looks like.
I mean, we've got some from building, because we were going to sort of doing a build series originally, and that sort of petered off. But we've got like a big picture of it all laid out in the unit and stuff like that. So. Yeah, sort of 12 months ago, we'd got 2 cars with 2 cages in at this time of year, and that was sort of
that was it. Literally, so I think they were both in. So mine went in over Christmas, didn't it, for the cage to be installed. So Josh had already done the strip on it, took it up there. Mine went in over Christmas. I think we picked it up almost immediately after and switched out for yours, basically.
Well, dropped one off and picked one up.
Yeah.
And then, it was ripping out. Yeah, we obviously did a nicer job on yours, because mine was I'd like Simon to race with me. Yeah. So then all the cage and everything came back out of yours. We painted all inside, took all the brackets off.
It was all the bitumen.
Everything.
It was all the brackets, sound deadening. It's a horrible job, isn't it? But I mean, it turned out pretty nicely.
To be fair, I mean, there is another one in build at the moment, to be fair. So
and I mean, and that's
to experience some of that pain, obviously we can get that video as well at the moment. But yeah, I think a lot of lessons learned, I think, on those builds. I think you probably underestimated what was.
Oh, I did. Yeah, I mean, because there was quite a lot, especially when you added everything on, wasn't it? Because it wasn't just a case of like, bolt the bits. Because we went with the added kits and we did chains and stuff like that. So it was more or less like subframes off.
Yeah,
a lot of stuff.
Drop the sumps,
I mean, well, I suppose one of the big ones for us as well was like removing the turbo as well on the cars to send them off to get them.
But now we know what we know.
It was actually easier at times to like
pull the engine.
And I still would. If you'd have done a turbo now, like this year, I'd still pull the engine, because I think the engine's like
50
we
minutes.
reckon about 50 minutes, engine out, turbo off. It's just such a nightmare.
We'll chat a bit more on that in a bit.
We've plenty of examples. So
the season started, April, were we? I think
we was
very start of April.
Yeah, because it was Mazda's first in March,
and then
start of April was.
So and within that period as well, I did my ARDs as well. So I think that was in the new year as well. So I don't think I had my like race license until that point either. Like, until not long before we were due to go racing.
So obviously, best laid plans and all that. And we'll get some testing done.
Yeah.
We booked. There was a track day.
Thursday.
On the Thursday of the first round.
Yeah, which is at Snetterton, wasn't it? So there was 2 days races. So there was a triple header that weekend, wasn't it? So we had 2 races on the Saturday and a race on the Sunday, wasn't it? So we'd booked the track day on the Thursday.
Testing on Friday. Quali and 1 race Saturday, 2 races Sunday.
Yes,
yeah.
And actually, en route, was it the Thursday, the Friday? I can't remember. We also decided to buy another car. I say we. I mean, I felt a bit strong-armed into it, but we.
No.
I forgot about that. That was during Thursday.
We were already at the circuit. We turned up.
Yeah.
I didn't leave the unit till 10 o'clock on.
Is that right?
Wednesday night to go.
That's the point.
And basically,
the cars were literally still getting.
The cars were still being built. Tom, who was the lorry driver at the time, also works for Speedworks. And they were testing at Croft.
Yeah.
And the Speedworks lorry broke down.
That was it.
And so I think we didn't have a lorry driver for a start off.
Chris's car was ready to go. There was just like
which got trailered.
And I trailered it, didn't I?
And then Tom was supposed to come with mine later on. And it didn't end up being there until like 7 o'clock on Friday in the end.
Was it Thursday?
Oh,
Thursday.
Sorry. Yeah,
I think it was Thursday.
Yeah.
But we basically finished plumbing in the fire extinguisher and doing all the electrics on my car at midnight on the Friday night.
That was it. Just for scrutineering on Saturday morning.
On Saturday morning.
But yeah, long story short, on Thursday we were still finishing off cars whilst Chris was testing his car.
And on that point, so I'd arranged for
driver coach.
So Jordan Pimley, who racing the MX-5s, really good. He won this in 2025 season for Clubman. Really good, great driver, great guy. He came to do some tuition with me because obviously I'd not had any seat time in the car at all at that stage. Because we were sort of shaken down, I was like, look, why don't you take it out first? and like as soon as he like took it out, like one lap, coasted
Overheated.
overheated, came in, and at the time because we dropped the radiator, the cooling system.
Oh, it's air. It's air.
It's air.
It's air. I'm telling you, it's air.
So we only got the old like Mr. Push, didn't we?
Yeah.
Like and like tried to bleed the system down.
I ordered because then we got given from Ista, from Danny, the correct bleed procedure.
Yeah.
And we're like, oh, it needs vac filling.
filling.
Yeah.
So we managed to get a vac filler from the local Euros, and at the meantime, I ordered this massive vac filling kit from Amazon to get delivered to the spa.
That was it.
Around the corner, like for the next day.
I think Thursday was a write-off for both of us. So like no, you know, I think
No proper testing.
Jordan got more laps in than I did, which is probably like 3.
Yeah.
Then we went into testing.
I got one session on the Friday afternoon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that was it. And you were like, this is so slow.
This
Do you
is so slow.
You were like, I'm fast from my Mazda.
Yeah.
And it wasn't boosting properly, was it? And we didn't, at the time, we didn't really know what the sort of power was going to be like. And you were like, it doesn't feel that quick.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
It's not very quick. I mean, what have we done here? And then it wasn't until then Saturday we'd qualied.
Well, I say that though, but was it? I'm trying to think. When did we do? I'm like, spoiler alert. We ended up doing the head gasket on mine. But was that? No, so I think we bled mine down. I think I did quali and it overheated again. But I was like,
just
I
like
was gonna
3
get
laps.
my 3 laps in. So I think I qualied like 1 from last place. Whoever got last place, I don't know how, because I literally crawled around to get my 3 laps in. So we qualied.
And with putting everything back in the cars, getting the car ready, what we'd not clicked into my car was the yaw sensor. The airbag yaw
That was
sensor.
it. Yeah.
So unbeknownst to me, having never turned a wheel and going, this is a bit slow. I qualified in eco comfort mode. So at that point, we'll get onto it later, but we're fully mixed grids with the compacts. So wherever you qualified, you were mixed in with the older compacts, the E36, as they've been going for a number of years, and us guys. So I was like slower than. I was in the mid pack of the compacts, basically.
Yeah. And I was like 1 from the back of the grid.
So then
it was. So this is Thursday night, isn't it? No,
No, this is
Friday night.
Yeah.
And we didn't. When did we do head gasket on
Saturday
your car?
night.
I think it was Saturday night.
Was it Saturday night?
So we did quali. I think we did bleed procedure, etc. on mine again, just to try and like get the cooling down.
we'd put the yaw sensor in mine, and when we went out to do the green flag lap, I was like, oh, hello.
Yeah. So, yeah, it was my very, very first race, like, ever. Obviously, nervous as hell. Went out, we hadn't, like, practiced any launch. I'd done 3 slow laps just to get a quali in, and then gridded out with, like, what was it, like 24 cars?
24, 25 cars,
yeah. So I was, like, penultimate. I remember the launch, like, I went backwards. So, like, like cleared it. Like,
you did well to go back because you were at the back.
Yeah, I know. But then, yeah, and then I think I did, like, 1 lap, and I was in. Like, it instantly overheated. I was, like, back in, and just, like that first race was done for me, basically.
Yeah, I think I made up like 5 or 6 places. We got no setup on the car. It just was.
No, I think we strung them, didn't we?
Because we got no
properly,
testing, we'd not. Yeah, so
we got it
up
pointed in a straight line and gone. Yeah,
and I got up to like in the top 3 quick boys of the compacts, basically, and then we sort of managed to. We just basically went head gaskets done on yours. Yeah. I managed to go and get some stuff from Euros.
Yeah.
So I was stood in the queue at Euros, and suddenly went, "Oh, are these? I bet they're stretch bolts in the head." And I was like, "You not got a set of head bolts, have you?" He was like, "Yeah, we've got 1 set." So they were like, whatever Chinesium.
Yeah,
head bolts Euros had in, but it was enough to basically get something together.
I can't remember what time this was, but then we needed a cam locking tool.
So I put it on the BMW Facebook page, and basically went, anyone within this vicinity of Snetterton. And somebody sent a message and basically said, I've got one by Stansted Airport, which was about an hour away. So we started basically pulling everything off from around the engine.
Yeah, well, I went down.
While you went to collect the locking tool, And luckily, my brother, who lives down that way, was coming to watch the next day and took it back to the guy.
He didn't want anything.
He didn't want nothing for it.
Just like,
he was just like, "I'm glad to get you out the trouble you're in." So, and then second race,
all right. So again, obviously, I was like right at the back of the grid.
Yeah.
Then anyway, launch was no better. Anyway, I think, but started like punching up through the field a bit, finding my feet a little bit with it. So it still wasn't running right, but obviously at least I had some power. And I remember coming off the back of that, my first proper race, I suppose. And one of the compact guys, who was also a rookie, like Aaron Tipler, who've sort of become good friends with like throughout the season. So I think it was his first race as well, like, you know, like proper weekend. And we came up in Parc Ferme. And he came up straight to me in Parc Ferme after the race. He's like, "I'm so sorry, mate," like, because we'd been like rubbing doors on one of their corners with a big old streak of orange like down the side of the car. He's like, "I'm so sorry," and I was like, "No, I loved it. It's brilliant. Like, this is what I'm here for." But we sort of became firm friends after that, because he was the same. He really enjoyed it, but because obviously the 1 Series look a more expensive car. I think he was really worried that I was going to be like, "What are you doing?" But it was just great. But yeah, I don't know, how was the second race for you?
You were on the field, weren't you?
Made a few more places, but then stuck with like the really fast boys. So I was like with Connor, Max,
that was it.
Joe.
It's one of them.
And it's one of them, like, you don't want to send it up the inside of one of them because
they're in their own battle.
They're in their own battle. We were, you know, almost infiltrating their grid at the end. You know, to start off with, there was not animosity, but at the end of the day, it was like we were coming to their...
Cup's been going for years.
We were coming to a really well-established championship, and it wasn't like any of the compact drivers had made the jump straight into the 1 Series, because they were letting us find our feet.
Yeah.
More are going to come, I'm pretty sure. There's a number of them with cars and stuff. And I'm sure we'll see a few people migrate and some other people come in over the next couple of seasons. But you don't really want to be sending up the inside of somebody you've met for the first time that weekend. But how to make friends and alienate people.
Not when it didn't make any difference to either championship, does it?
At that point, we didn't know that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we were one grid and we were all mixed.
Yeah.
So, and then...
See, that was race 2. I can't remember. You finished like P4, was it?
4 or 5, something like that, yeah.
So you done all right.
And then we moved to race 3.
But there was also, between that, wasn't the boost issues with Chris's? Remember that really intermittent boost issues?
Oh, yes, yeah.
And can you not remember we were going up and down the paddock, and it would be stationary, wouldn't it? And then everything's boosting, it's lovely. And as soon as it started turning the wheel,
under load, yeah.
And later on, we'll probably come back to that same issue with a different car.
Yeah. So
third race for me again. I think I was just happy being in the mix ultimately. The car wasn't running right, but we'd done everything we could to get them there. I was just glad
you made a load of places.
Were you in the top 10?
Yeah, I know. I think my fastest lap in that third race would have put me top 10.
Yeah.
If it had been a quality lap.
I had DNF.
I was finding my pace, but the car I was still because I think I lost second gear as well. I'm sure, because I've got video of it as well. So I'd lost second gear, so I was doing it all in third and fourth as well.
Or you were struggling to find it, I think.
But
that was it. And you were both moaning about it, saying, "Oh yeah, it's awful." But you go across to reverse, don't you? And I think you were both going too far over and not finding it.
Being gentle, and I had a DNF in that third race because of a £9 fuel pump relay.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Because in the second race, I'd got in front of some of the compacts. I'd missed that second to third gate, and I got nerfed so hard by Gareth Claydon. And I was like, I went to see him afterwards. He's like, "No, mate, that's just like normal BMW racing. Let's crack on." I mean, and then seeing some of the state of some of the cars through the seas, I'm like, "Oh yeah, right, fair enough."
Because I remember when we lifted your rear bumper off in the end, and it had
I had to hammer it all out, didn't I? I had to pull it all out.
Yeah.
But what was the good thing about it, with the issues we were having, obviously you two went off and bought that lovely prepared white car, didn't you?
But that was on Friday. I think we had already there then, didn't we?
It was Thursday, I think.
It was a Thursday, yeah. So we'd... Yeah.
So I'd had muted conversation with somebody in the club that a car was being sold.
Yeah.
Needed,
This is what- this is what-
it had not been advertised. It was on the development cars.
Yeah.
The guy needed to move it on. I got his details, sent him a random.
Hi, can I buy your car?
Well, random.
Basically,
I've been to Chris buy your car.
Yeah, and basically,
yeah, more like it.
you were sorting stuff out with the cars.
You and Chris
I
went
took
off.
your van and trailer,
Yeah.
and then came back with another BMW.
But the best bit of it is, I mean, if anyone is looking to sell a car, sell it to these pair, honestly. 'Cause the car came, battery's dead. I was like, have you tried to start it?
No, it just looked like a car. And it was all right.
Yeah.
We tried. We got another battery, didn't we?
Yeah.
Tried to jump it. It would just whiz
Wouldn't go.
over. Nothing.
Oh, it's hydrolocked.
Yeah.
It's the engine. The bores are full of water.
Yeah. So, but also what happened then though was like that car
Became a parts mule for the whole paddock.
for the whole paddock. Yeah. So like any of the 1 Series, like have you got a drive shaft? Have you got a hub? Have you got a
Aim cable,
Yeah.
headlight splitter from incidents with Million. Danny.
Yeah.
aim cable? I was sorry. That's where it went.
Yeah, there you go. We had to borrow them. But I mean, long story short, we turned up to Snetterton on Thursday with 2 cars.
Bought a third one.
I bought a third one and left with 2.2. So, I mean, that was sort of kick-started a third car. Well, it was a build in the end, wasn't it? We had to go through that much of it.
So and I think the plan then was we've got time. Let's build this car up over a period, and then we'll hire it out, and hopefully like make a bit of money back on it as an extra car on the grid. But again, we'll come on to that later on as well, I suppose. But
so that,
that sort of concludes like Snetterton, I suppose. First round. So like, obviously from there, a lot of work for Josh to do, basically, to try and get us competitive into Alton.
Yeah, so we went over everything. Then we started we did a bit of setup work, didn't we?
Yeah.
On the cars.
Yeah.
I can't remember if we did engine in between that or not.
No, we didn't.
No, we didn't.
So that stage, so that stage, we were still hunting. What is this boost issue? So, like, if we've got a boost leak, is there, and we were chasing like absolutely everything, like really chasing our tails with like trying to identify what this boost issue was on mine. We thought we'd resolved it going in, but we were sort of like looking at sensors changing, So again, one of the things that we really found on these, because there's so many electronics on there, is if the steering angle sensor's like throwing a fault, it won't give you boost.
If it's slightly out,
it can be all sorts of different. And obviously, like these are hard lessons learned now, like post season, where we know a lot around the issues.
We had to keep all the secrets actually.
So, but obviously going back into Alton, we're like, right, good place, cars are running well, set up on. I think we did.
We did Thursday.
We did Thursday. We did Thursday again. Thursday, Friday. So
so it was there because I drove your car as well.
Yeah.
That we'd got this hesitance.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's sort of like
So you'd got boost to like 3.5, 4.
Yeah.
Then it was like nothing. Then it would go through it.
Yeah.
And then sort of come back in.
Yeah.
And this was like one of the
but it was an opportunity for so I think I jumped out in your car for a bit, and I was like,
this is fast.
This is very quick. So like, and again, obviously, I was like learning my way around the track and stuff. But so we went into then. It was just a single day, wasn't it?
Single day, double header. Yeah.
So quali in the morning, and then 2 races.
So I qualified 3rd behind Thorburn and Millie.
Yeah, I think I was. Well, I was down the pack.
But at this point, we were still a mixed grid.
It's still a mixed grid.
We had agreed that morning in the driver's briefing that they would put a change into Motorsport UK because at some point, the closing speed of a 1 Series and a compact, there was going to be a problem.
Yeah.
In about 30 seconds, we'll come on to that problem.
So I was sort of middle of the pack, probably thereabouts.
Yeah. And then first race, like...
Was it the one where you got the really good launch?
Oh, just like handbrake down, see you. I am out of here. And the ever decreasing space between 2 cars like a cheese wedge. There's a video somewhere, I'll see if I can find it, of me about 2 foot up in the air where basically the cars came together in front of me. I'd gone for the gap and that put me down to 5th.
Well, so funny enough, I had another coming together with Aaron Tipton. Again.
Hold on, there's a theme here.
So And I'm terrible. I still don't know my circuit very well. Is it Druids? Is it? I don't know.
Oh, in the double right-hander.
So double right-hander. So like I went on the outside of him. Don't think he was expecting my closing speed, but obviously I was suddenly there. He didn't see me, moved across, and I just remember like looking in my mirror, seeing him like spin off. But I was through anyway, and like we had a chat.
That was payback.
I'm still waiting for that footage. To be fair of him, but so again, like we had a laugh about it afterwards. Like he was all right in that one. I think he did get a penalty for it. To be fair. But yeah, that was like again a bit of a nothingness for me. I was still like down on power. I was sort of playing with the compacts, but like not really competitive at all.
Yeah, so the sandwich bit for me dropped me back. I couldn't get quite back up to third, so it was fourth finish for me there.
Yeah,
but was it race 1?
That was race one.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then the start of race 2 got a mega launch.
Yeah.
Because I started fourth, which is on the outside.
Yeah.
Nearly round the outside with all of them. And then
there was a bit of a
Danny Wilkinson got out of shape on the exit curve.
I think he got a bump.
He might have got a bit of a bump, but basically got a bit of a sort of swapper on. As he came back across, he got nerfed by Adam Wright. Well, it was Connor was behind him, so but it was Adam Wright. Basically, his car was absolutely knackered.
Yeah,
and basically we'd had a conversation that morning between one series and compact competitors going, if there is a coming together, it's going to be big because of the closing speeds and the size.
Yeah.
You know, you've got a car that was started being built in the very early maybe was when
90s,
92, something like that, and an E36 came out. So obviously NCAP safety ratings and all that completely different, and the size and just the robustness of a 20-year newer car. Just like the compact folded.
Yeah, basically. I mean it was a big crash. And I was like really close. So I was again. I think I was like penultimate thereabouts. And like it was only when we watched like the footage back, which like we'll show you shortly. I was this close to getting collected on the rear as well. Like I was so close.
I remember watching that on the live stream from the pit wall, thinking.
And then me in my head, I'm going, "What a good start! I got up to third," and I'm like.
Why is there no one behind me?
No, but it's like we've got to regrid.
So obviously got red flag.
Got red flag.
Should we cut in? Should we show the video? To be fair, it's a pretty good place to show the video.
Yeah. Right, so here we go.
This is your start, yeah.
No, this is the
crash.
This is the crash.
Yeah.
Good on Andy McEwen. That's you on the outside, look.
Yeah, so great start. Danny gets a little tap off Aiden and then get a little.
Oh, you just see me there.
You nearly got collected then.
Yeah.
And then like Danny's like proper like out the car, door slammed.
Did he?
Yeah.
Like, jumps over the barrier.
Jumps over the barrier. He's like nearly puts the driver's door through the side of the car.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Yeah, like you see him jump out.
Go on, Danny.
Yeah. Darren Rickaby, that's your car.
You might find his dummy in the bottom of it somewhere.
Yeah. So, so that was then us getting regridded up.
Yeah.
Which
was the same. You got mega launch. It's been the case all year, I suppose, isn't it?
And I suppose some of that probably comes from cold tyres, sprinting.
Yeah,
it's all about that 64 foot and the momentum of getting off the line with So the fact that I can warm a bit of rubber on an outlap has always been.
Yeah,
I've always even if faster people then come back past later in the race.
It's always been your initial start.
Always the initial start for me has been quite good.
Yeah, so then I think
I managed to get into third, and then literally as the dip down to Cascades, managed to nip up the inside and got second then to.
And by that stage, my boost issues are like really manifested in the fact that I just had no boost whatsoever.
It was that I forgot about that. It was boosting, then there's that blip on that hesitancy,
and
then it sort of then turned into like intermittent.
It was literally flat as anything. So my whole race was spent with like one compact, really pissing him off. I think
Aaron Tippett
it wasn't Aaron Tippett this time, and I went and apologised to the guy afterwards because I was faster him through like.
Was it a shake and bake? Was it Corkwell?
No,
No,
I
wasn't
think, yeah, I can't, like 77, mate. I don't know. I think it was like one of the black compacts, and I went and apologised to him afterwards. I was like, really, because I kept passing him, and then like he'd catch me up again, like on the straights, because I just had like no boost.
Yeah.
And in hindsight, I should have let him go because like we weren't really competing. I felt like really guilty afterwards, but obviously I just wanted to be out there racing. So I think then, obviously, well, where did you finish on that?
Second.
Was that you said? Yeah, so
that was
your very
first
podium,
wasn't it?
very first podium. Which
So
we
I
had.
had.
Is that the one?
That's the one.
Yeah, so I had like
Alton Park.
really mixed emotions off the back end of that one because I was like absolutely buzzing for you and the team, like
Yeah.
first podium, but equally I was like
Fed up.
I was fed up. Yeah, like you know.
Actually, what we did that weekend was Thorburn on Thursday testing had blown his car up.
Oh yeah.
So we'd already bought a low mileage
And I took the
Engine.
turbo off it, stripped it down.
ready,
Yeah.
and we sold the engine to Thorburn, and then
Yes.
he went and beat.
Yeah,
And then he went and beat both of them.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
But at this point, you know, we're still trying to be the. It's all about growing the series, sharing bits, you know, sort of
Absolutely.
things.
but it still was like it got him out there as well. Was that where was that at?
That was
Oh,
Alton.
was it Alton?
Yeah, that was
it?
Alton. Yeah, I
okay.
drove
Yeah, you
home,
drove
didn't I?
back
Went
to
back
get
to
the
That's
bits.
right. Yeah.
unit.
So, yeah, I mean, and then it was like shortly after that period, we're like,
Yeah.
like my head's gone, like,
yeah.
my engine's gone, basically.
It's proper.
Yeah,
And then that was it.
Probably.
It was there was oil coming out of it by the end of that weekend, wasn't it? It
Yeah.
was just chucking.
Oh, it was just
smoking his
you were
bag off.
like-
Yeah,
yeah,
it was
done.
just like
yeah. But yeah, I mean, do you want to be fair, like I say, so mixed emotions. Like I say, I was like trying to be really happy for Simon, but equally I was like, my car's done. Like, you know, like, but,
Yeah.
but
So
it
then
was like
there's
Simon's first podium, and like, yeah, I think it's definitely
Very
worth
well done,
a good watch this
indeed.
video.
And you look like a man who's very cheerful. Talk to me about that motor race. How did that go?
Absolutely outstanding. Like, we've built this car, well, it was a road car at Christmas.
So this was like
Oh,
May,
really? A
wasn't
road
it?
car at
Yeah.
Christmas? Wow.
And we built two in like 12, 13 weeks. Just Josh Bromley at Bromley Motorsport.
Oh, God.
I'm getting a plug.
Just sponsors, Go Print and Anita.
Nearly said go for it. Right, mate.
Lemon Business Services. We couldn't be on the grid without them. And this is my first ever podium.
I saw a few borderline tears in the eyes, shall we say there. You're in a position now where, sadly, myself included, and 99% watching at home will never have a motor racing podium. Without swearing, just how good does that feel?
Crazy, isn't it?
Absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, I nearly swear on the
without
live
a swear
stream.
word.
Yeah.
Absolutely wonderfully put. Brilliant job. Well done. Congratulations. Enjoy
Brilliant.
the moment. And these are the moments that we live for. Come on. We're never going to do that one. Or you guys might, but I certainly am not. And to see how much that means, to see the passion, the emotion. Road car at Christmas. And now it's a race car. I'm sure we'd all cut our right arm off to have a going.
Yeah, you could have built two of them, Josh.
Yeah. So that was Alton.
I think, like, to be honest, I think like we knew we were moving in the right direction, I suppose, as a team. After
because we
Simon
had
played
on that Thursday we'd done quite a bit of setup, hadn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'd literally we'd done a lot of work with you on the car. You were in and out the car a lot. We'd done a lot, and
Yeah, I was out of the car a lot.
You was out of the car.
Yeah, but I think we'd put a setup on my car.
Yeah.
And we were like, actually, this is quite quick.
And it was, and I
And
remember
we
watching-
put Chris in it,
Yeah.
and he was only like a second off my time.
Yeah.
So we
Yeah.
knew it was
It was
It
good.
was there.
And
Yeah.
it was watching the live stream, like you could just see that car was. It was
Yeah, yeah.
it was
Oh,
actually
brown shell oils.
Yeah, and you were
Yeah.
the only one kicking that bit of dirt
Yeah.
up every time.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, we were well happy your side, and then obviously it was just sorry, Chris. Sorry, Chris is knackered.
Yeah, there's a theme running here.
Yeah. So then on to Donington. Then
in June.
Donington, June. You decided to do two races.
Yeah, so I'd still got my Mazda at that point. Thought
Oh,
I'd
God,
come
yeah,
out,
actually, yeah,
come
I
out,
forgot.
of-
Yeah,
come
I
out of
forgot.
Mazda retirement for the weekend as well. We sort of threw the car together quite quickly a week before Brian came and helped me, and we went out, and I was late to assembly, and so
It's not like that's normally we're.
I know.
I'm trying to do. What was the setup of this? Did we just do testing and thingy, or did we do a
So we just
track
did-
day? It was just testing.
I did Thursday evening, I think, in your car or something like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, and this was with.
Oh no,
Yes,
your
you did.
car wasn't working. So
No.
I did Thursday night in the rain in the Mazda,
Yeah.
and you used my car.
That's right.
Is that definitely right?
Yeah, yeah,
Are you
yeah.
sure?
And
'Cause-
we'd put a new engine in mine by this stage as
Yeah.
well. So like between Alton and Donington, we'd got another engine, and I say new, we'd bought another like
Yeah,
1.6
supposedly, yeah.
B13 like engine. Sorry, N13.
I
engine.
think on the Thursday night you were in Chris's.
No, you're right. No.
Are you sure? Because can you not remember
Later
going
in the
round?
year. It was later in the year.
yeah, that was later. Yeah. So
Was
then,
it when it had the boost?
Yeah, yeah.
And it was boosting, but it was that later on in the year? Was that not then?
So mine got the new engine in, no boost again,
Yeah.
and then this is where. So and obviously we'll probably have a chat around some of the guys later, but we got CJ in, didn't we?
Yeah.
So.
Till like midnight on the Friday night.
Yeah, like got a mechanic in, like lot of experience with BMWs, and we were like
Ex-Master Tech at BMW.
yeah, like auto on there, like trying to diagnose like what on earth is going on. We're
'Cause
like
it was the same thing, wasn't it? Like we'd have it in the air, like we'd be spinning the wheels in the air, absolutely fine, all the boost, like
Yeah.
filling the hose, all boosting fine. As soon as you dropped it on the floor and drove it, that was it.
And I think, in fact, it was Donny as well. Where you got in trouble, like driving around the car park
Yeah.
trying to diagnose. I think was
Yeah.
it there?
Yeah.
Trying to do
Yeah,
live
keep driving
data.
through during the season.
Trying to do live data, yeah.
Yeah.
So Saturday morning I'd gone to qualify in the Mazda because it was just a double header again on the
Yeah.
Sunday in the Beamers. I'd lost it at the Foggy S's and got collected by somebody in a
yes.
Misty
Oh, I
car.
forgot about that. Yeah.
And
Yes, you'd had a big old knot.
I'd had
hadn't
a
you?
big,
You were like-
big old knock. They were running out of time. So although I'd driven at Donington within the previous 12 months, it was only on the National, not the GP. So I couldn't even use a previous result to just sit at the back of the pack. So they rebuilt the corner and I had to go and follow the safety car around at lunchtime. And I had a couple of... So basically from the back, 34th, I think I was on the grid or something, up to 20th. And then did like 20th to 13th in the second race. But
Good bit of fun.
Love just mega car. Just like great. Teach you everything you need to know about RaceGraft.
Well, it's
Minimum
good,
apex. Like
it's a good stepping stone, isn't it?
Great,
Before,
great,
before
you know.
Beamers or
Yeah, I
something
mean,
like
like most people probably start there. To be fair, like
yeah. So that was that, and then on the Sunday we
it was BMWs. wasn't it?
BMWs.
yeah.
You went out for quali and basically came into the pits.
Came to the pit and
Had
engine
no-
basically seized. Like
It
As you turned it off, it seized, didn't it?
Yeah.
dropped it. It just we whizzed
Yeah.
it over to Sty. It had no compression in it.
Yeah.
That was it done.
Yeah,
So
And
I
I
think
quite-
I really because like I mean everybody been busting their balls like trying to get me out there running, and like came in and I was just like, and again I in like quite a hard position because I was like, do I stay? Do I go? Do I? But I did. I stayed and I had like family there come to watch and stuff. And sort of like on a local circuit.
Yeah.
I stayed and I stayed to watch Sai anyway.
So I qualified
second for both, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Start of race one. Again, great launch.
Yeah.
Straight across, covered off the inside, got into first. Nothing between me and Thorburn. Great, you know.
He had a good one.
Down to Foggy, I didn't cover it off, and he came past me, and I just didn't have the legs to get past him then for the rest. But basically pushed him round for 15 minutes. Some of the footage from that live stream that weekend
was great, wasn't it?
just absolutely fantastic. Like coming down, and that was when we were realising things like actually the rear spoiler will do something.
Well,
And we need to put something on the front splitter
because it was
you were
the
getting,
flap. Oh,
you
you
were
were
getting
getting the
like
flap,
the
weren't you? Yeah.
flap that we were getting on the front spoiler down Craners before the old hairpin, and I thought again like Snetterton earlier in the season, on the brakes just as the air gets on it. I thought like the sound that runs through the car is just like you think the rear subframe's like coming off or something. It's just horrific. So that was something that will raise its.
Well, yeah, we for that second race we made quite a few drastic changes, didn't we?
Yeah.
Like we went quite drastic with it, I think. And race 2 again, you were straight.
So I got off the
line.
start. We were
Into first.
level pegging
Yeah.
to Redgate.
Yeah.
But then I got underneath him to come into Hollywood.
And what I told you,
No, that was the first race you told me. So if you get in the lead, just back him up.
yeah.
And just and if I have to paint you a bumper, I'll paint you a bumper. And so there's a picture of James Roberts. I'll see if I can find it. There's a picture of Redgate, and he's took of our cars, and basically
you backed him up all right, yeah.
So again, but then I don't know why I didn't even think about it. Same again. I didn't cover off to Foggy, and he come past.
You went.
Yeah, off you go.
In you go.
I learned me a lesson. So.
But I mean, again, we come away from that, and that was like a turning point. Like as a team, haven't we? We'd sort of. I know we're having problems with your car, but
turning point. We're going to put more effort into Simon.
But, I mean, it just turned around. We'd done so much to your car and worked at the setup, and you'd just gone from like bang 2 seconds, quickest car on track. At times, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
I think you were fastest lap in the first race, wouldn't you?
Yeah, and then not in the second, I don't think.
And that was it then. It sort of turned a point from there, but it was then on to trying to get Chris sorted, I suppose.
Yeah, and then you didn't do the next round because you'd already got family.
I'd already had a family holiday booked anyway. And to be honest with you, I probably needed that.
And you know what?
Anyway.
It would just give us a little bit of time to then breathe.
I think whilst this was going on, so like obviously you guys will chat about Snetterton in a minute. I wasn't there, but I think we'd gone, let's just put my car down. I've had enough of it.
Put
for
it
a
away.
bit. Let's get a new engine for the hire car. We'll stick that in that, and we'll run the hire car and see if we have more luck with that. And then we'll try and get another engine for mine.
Later
and maybe later in the season, I'll jump back in that. So that was until I sort of return anyway. Yeah. Although I was like watching on TSL, like how you were getting on at Snetterton.
Yeah. But no, then we did testing Friday, Snetterton, 4 sessions, and it was absolutely chucking it down on it. It was just wet and horrible.
Yeah.
But car was...
Yeah, the car was all right.
We've done some bits in testing,
and P2 again, quali.
So I think, and we'd been messaging back and forth a bit as well, and I think you were messaging me saying like I'm getting into my head a bit as well, because I think you'd had like a few good runs.
I had a very big crash last year, 2024 at Croft in the wet. So I was like up to third in the clubman race, and I just lost it going into Clairvaux and hit the barriers at about 80 mile an hour. Couldn't work for a week, couldn't look at a computer screen, where your hands device connects to your helmet. It felt like my brain was being pulled out the back of my head, and it was just not, So this whole driving in the wet thing has been quite a big thing. And then I had a bit of a knock later on that same season at Brands, because somebody else collected me again in the wet.
But it was. I remember we went out for that on the Saturday morning, and I think one of the other drivers, didn't they? They went out the pits, booted it straight round into the wall, didn't they? Literally as it came out the pits, wasn't it?
Millie.
Yeah,
straight into the barriers. It was like literally aquaplane.
And we were because we were the first ones out. It obviously rained. It was just so greasy, wasn't it? And then at the times we're down, everyone was struggling around about it.
I'd not even turned all the aids off.
No,
I left.
You left traction control.
I put it into Sports Plus, but left traction control on, and that was probably just like get me out of jail. And it was, I was.
But you did a good shift.
Well, it was P2, and it was good. Confidence booster for me in the wet.
Absolutely.
So then first race, I mean, there's some great footage, I think, of me and Thorburn actually door to door round Palmer's and stuff on the infield on the 100 section. Like really, really great proper battling. And again, we followed him round, and it's more of one of them. Actually, that was fun.
Yeah.
But let's finish a race, shall we?
Yeah, take the points.
Take the points. So again, P2. It sort of got worse in the afternoon. Probably to the point where probably in previous years they may well have put a stop to some stuff, and later in the year at a different at your round. So at TCR and truck races at Snetterton later in the year, when it was brick car and stuff, they did red flag it for a long time, didn't they? For the weather, and it just hangs there, doesn't it, at Snetterton? When if there's no wind, as much as it's big and open, if it's there and there's no movement, it just sits, doesn't it? So again, all right, good start. Aidan come round me, and then going through the bomb hole.
That was when that turn 2, was it, on the grass?
I Yeah, but I got back past him and then he come up the inside. Later on, just coming out the exit of the bomb hole, back end when thought I'd caught it, but it just
went round again.
So yeah, again, just I think I still just sort of give me head a wobble and got on with it, and might have even done fastest lap trying to catch the pack back up.
I think you did. Yeah.
But finished fourth then.
But it showed sort of where we were really, how we were disappointed with a P4.
Yeah.
We came away deflated from that weekend with a P4, didn't we? We were gutted, and I thought, really, anyway, you just said that at the start of the season, we've been well happy. We would have all been buzzing. But it just showed how far we come with to not be on the podium in that race. We were a bit disappointed, weren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah.